stop the static in with the mic. Look, y'all, man, I was just sending some documents over to my attorney, so that's the reason for the hold up. But let me just tell y'all something, man. God is something else. I made a lot of predictions on my main channel. If you go to King David the Chosen, that's the channel that I have. I'm going to update it now. It's time. But that's the channel, my spiritual channel. That's a channel that I started when my ex-wife left, and I started going through my spiritual ascension. And I logged my entire ascension. You'll see me at the storage unit, with my arm all bandaged up from when the pit bull mauled me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm loading stuff in the storage unit for her. Hey, what's going on, homie? What's going on? And you can see me at my dad's house. You'll see some videos of me and my dad going for walks. Doing what I do now. And this is my whole way to get in my place and all this stuff. I say all that to say this. My lawyer, I guess he can pull all documents or whatever. So I don't think that she knows that he can pull the documents of her filings, documentation, and her filing for a waiver, so she don't have to pay for court fees. And see, when you file for a waiver, you have to put down why you're filing for a waiver. And on there, they ask a lot of questions. And they're like, what is your expenses? How much do you make? Why do you need this waiver? I got to see all of it. I'm not going to put that woman's business out here. There's a lot of reasons why she's trolling me. Listen, man, everything comes out to light. Tried to hide the pregnancy, had to tell me, because if she didn't, the kid would have messed around and had my last name and she'd have still been married to me. So she had to complain about that. Tried to show that she had a car, but didn't want to give the details about how high that car note is. That's a high interest rate on that car. Somebody should have co-signed with her. Somebody should have talked to her and get in the business and, getting the car through the business. Ain't got nobody looking out for her, man. Listen, I'm saying all that to say this. Looking over those stats, it's showing her income, and I'm like, that's the same thing she was making when I left. When I was with her, you know what I'm saying, she had to go back to work. I told her to look online for jobs as a some kind of customer service type of job, or help desk job or whatever, completely remote. So she got a remote job. She's still working that same remote job. So hats off to her for still keeping that job. But I've seen where, what I'm saying, her housing and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, this chick is not doing well. And it's all because instead of just going about doing it the right kind of way, she left with a bunch of attitude because she was mad at me for not sticking around after she obviously was cheating. And she goes about it the wrong kind of way, and she spiraled. I'm saying that to say this as well. I had a couple messages on my TikTok. One time I went live and he said that it was her son, like whoever it was. He was like, he said his name and he said, how is my son? He said my son's name. Of course, I went off because I thought it was her, but I think it was him. And then he also sent me a message one time. It was an email or something. My dad had to remind me because it was disturbing to me. He sent me an email last year or something on one of my social media saying, can you please call my mom? I'm worried about her. And something else, like she spirals, like she's always out and partying or something. It was something crazy. And I was like, I thought it was her telling me to try to get me to contact her. I don't think so. Between those two messages, I think that was her kid. And the reason why I think it's her kid, because she has a kid now. That would explain why he's like, oh, she's out partying all the time. And I messaged him back and I'm like, she's a grown woman. She can do whatever she wants to do, buddy. I'm not her man no more. Y'all wanted to be gone, so you got what you want. Got to deal with it, man. Come running back to me whenever she's out there partying, and I was the only one keeping her in line or whatever when we were together. Not my fault, not my problem. Now she's out there with the kid, and she's like, oh yeah, I know who the dad is. Here's the thing about that. For her to be filing for that waiver, you can only make a certain amount of income. After seeing her housing situation, I'm like, she's trying to get government assistance. And I'm just like, if she does know who the dad is, he's broke. He can't provide for her without her getting assistance. And I'm just like, man, then I started kind of feeling bad for a second, like, man, I could have gave her some advice on da 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 da. I'm like, no, that's my problem. I was giving her advice before, looking out for her, and she started thinking that it was her while cheating at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And then here's the thing about her kid too. Man, when I dropped her off at the airport when she left for those 30-something days under the veil that she was only going to leave for like a week for a mother's surgery, man, when I dropped them off at the airport, it's how you know they're guilty. She didn't say a word to me. And he laid in the back of the truck acting like he was asleep. As soon as I pulled up to the airport, he jumped out the truck and ran off. That's the last time I seen that kid. I raised that kid since he was 4 years old, dude. He was 14 or going on 15 or something like that last time I seen him. He jumped out the truck and just ran off. Last time I seen him. Sorry about that. So when these guys say don't play stepdaddy, it's because we've been there, done that. When we say that you're just a cleanup guy, and at the end of the day, they're going to drop you like you're a bad habit because they see themselves as just them two or whoever it is, just the kids and the mom. That's how it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. Don't fool yourself in anything else. But I said all that to say this little boy couldn't wait to run off, get to her sneaky link or whatever. And then last year was trolling me on TikTok. Hit me up on YouTube. Oh, mom is out partying all the time. Can you call her? Can you talk to her? Why are you trying to get me to talk to her and y'all wanted to run off? You wanted to be by yourself. See, I thought it was her trolling me. But after seeing that she got pregnant by somebody while still being married, no. It was him. Talking about she's out partying, drinking and stuff. No. See, this is what happens when you choose to do what everybody else does. They go run off looking for a Band-Aid, using people to try to get over somebody instead of doing the right thing, right? Instead of admitting you're wrong. Yeah, I cheated. You know what I'm saying? And, I know you don't tolerate that. I know you don't tolerate it. So, we can cordially, go about, separating. And, it was messed up. I don't want to do that. These narcs are like, I'm just going to just keep running it up. And I'm just like thinking to myself, this one is making the same money that she was making before. I'm like, man, this is why she's so mad. She's living in poverty, man. This is why she's so mad. Let me tell you something. I'll just put it like this. Where she the money she makes, she can definitely get help from the world. And 2 kids, I can guarantee you she is. We have forgotten, God, bro. Man, what's going on? What's going on? I can guarantee you she has, man. And I'm just like, man, this is just, what I'm saying is, she hasn't gone anywhere in a better place. This is why she's pissed off. This is why on the phone she told me she forgives me. I was like, oh, okay. So I don't know what you're mad at me for, but I see why now. I'll put it like this. She's under the poverty line. And before I got fired from my last job, when I was making over 100,000, I was making, 5 times the money that she's making right now, right? Well, 4.5. 4.5 times the money she's making right now. Well, when me and her broke up, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was only making a couple $100 more than she was making. My doggone self right above the poverty line. Well, now I'm making 3.5 times the money that she's making. So if she would have just stuck it out, you see what I'm saying? It's crazy what they do to themselves, man. They do it to themselves. They do it to themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I said all that to say this. I'm bringing it home, y'all. I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it back. Bear with me. You are valuable as a man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't ready for the truth. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? What's going on? You know what I mean? You are valuable as a man. They're never going to tell you this. But that is a clear example. I gave you all the information to say I am doing very well. I can say this now because the divorce paperwork is going through. I was doing very well while I looked like I was in poverty. You know, I wanted to come off that way. I didn't want her to know how much money I was making. She was making sure she kept it to herself, how much money she was making. And I wanted to look like I was not making none at all. Nothing extra from what I was making whenever I was with her. I can't show her the kind of money I'm making. That divorce paperwork might have looked a little bit different. So I had to go online and give the appearance of being in poverty. You know, now I'm saving my money up. Everybody online started trash talking me. At first, I was going to, start wearing some different stuff at first, a while ago, because I've been making this money for about a year now. The money I'm making right now, I'm about to get into a new echelon of money. That's what I'm talking about this now, which is going to put me probably close to what I was making, before I got fired. Right at it or close to it. Your boy is back completely. And I'm not even making no big YouTube money. You see how small my channel is? Wait till that happens. I'm going to be making like 7 times the money that she's making now, which is more than I was making before. So I'm doing really well. I just had to keep it to myself and stay disciplined because you don't need to know. You don't need your enemies knowing. I know the woman's watching me. She has a work from home job. Her laptop, which is probably the same laptop I bought her, is right in front of her. She's going to troll me all day long every day. She was watching me climb from being homeless because she got to stay with her mom who had this 6-bedroom townhome, living all luxuried out, you know what I'm saying? She stole my identity and claimed me and my son on her taxes. So she had that tax money. All she had to do was save that money up, find herself a good simp, make it seem like, I'm the bad guy. I would have probably, if she would have left, broke up amicably, and we would have gotten rid of each other like, civilized adults, I would have been like, look, this is how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Do this, do that, get in shape, lose the weight. You know what I'm saying? Get in shape. You know what I mean? Go stay in school and, just tell the dude that, me and you didn't work out because I'm about to move overseas or something crazy like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then just, you know what I mean? Like, act like a good woman and stay out of the streets. I would have told her that. I ain't got no problem with stuff like that. But when you do me wrong, man, God don't like it when you be messing with his messengers, man. God don't like it, man. And he can be looking, he's probably not gonna look out for you. So the situation is what it is. I seen it, and I'm just thinking to myself, hey, listen, I gotta get online and let the women know. Y'all better get yourselves a good man. And if you got one, you better hold on to him. I'm telling you, it's hard out here. These dudes, she's pregnant, she don't know who the dad is, or she do know, and he's too broke to help her out. These streets done ate her ass up. They done ate her up, bro. I was protecting and providing. Had that woman, like me and dad was talking about, had her looking the best she ever looked. Had her with all kind of clothes, shoes, everything. Always getting her hair done, all that shit. And then now she's out there in those streets, man, alone, unprotected, couple kids now, and don't have nobody. I'm telling y'all better be rethinking stuff. Y'all got a good man at home. You better figure out how to make it work. And for all you men out there, you're single, you're the prize, bro. Like, listen, she's doing worse than she was doing when we were together. I don't care what she says. Having a car note that high for that type of car is crazy. She should have been talking to somebody about that. You should have been talking to somebody about that. I've seen all of it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen all of it. My lawyer had to get all documentation, and you're the one that filed for the waiver. I would have known how much money you made if you didn't put all your business out there on your waiver. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to know. I've been avoiding you all this time, but my lawyer told me to sign all documents. So I'm going to read all documents. And, your 2 or 3 pages of what you need to cover as to why you needed the waiver for filing for divorce, you had a lot of information in there. And it's really weird. Why are you texting me from a different number that's on the phone, that's different from the phone number that you filed, with your court documentation? You're a whole weirdo. Nobody wants your number. Nobody wants your number, man. I'm going to block that number too, by the way. I'm going to go ahead and save that in my phone and block it just in case you try to call me from it. You got all these different numbers all over the place. So maybe you do know who the baby dad is. Maybe, what I'm saying? But he's so broke, he can't help you. So you need to go ahead and, when the kid comes out, and thank you for going back to your maiden name. When the kid comes out, you need to go ahead and, get on, government assistance or whatever. But the moral of the story is, man, look, guys, y'all are the prize. Period, point blank. I'm doing very well, about to be doing even better. And, I had to start from being homeless. It's going on about 2 years. It'll be 2 years in May. Yeah, it'll be 2 years in May. So, yeah, about 2 years. And in 2 years' time, look at the difference. And this ain't nothing. Listen, the women that watch, that don't like me, are going to talk shit no matter what. But the men that watch, this ain't about being petty. I'm telling you what can happen in a very short period of time when you're a man and you're on your purpose and you're not bullshitting. She was out there partying, having a good time, legs up in the air. Look at where she's at right now. Okay? I don't know where she's living at, but I've seen the price of the place. I don't know no place with that kind of price. Not with that low price. So let's go off of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be moving overseas. This kid reached out to me. Hey, can you help? No, I can't help your mama. She chose to go do something else. I'm starting over. My kid is doing great. In contact with his mom on a regular basis. Can't wait to go to Tokyo. You know what I'm saying? And in almost 2 years, I'm a completely different man. Don't even look like the same guy. Completely upgraded. You know what I'm saying? And the same person I was with, who I was carrying, is now, about to drop a kid in April. And that's wild and crazy. About to drop a kid, single, not about to be married. You know what I'm saying? Not about to at all. And, stalking me online. So I say all that, man. You guys got to stay focused, man. Listen, when you go through some breakup or you lose your business or something goes on tragic, man, if you just keep your, head to the ground and stay grounded and don't listen to people around you, because the worst part for me was knowing I was making money and people online and stuff making all these different assumptions because of how I looked and I was dressing and stuff, while I'm trying to do what I got to do to make sure this crazy ex don't try to hit me up for, some type of shit that she don't deserve. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here, man. So as a guy, it's almost like women can tell when you have potential and they'll do whatever they can to try to squash you out. You know what I'm saying? Whether they know you or not. But anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all joining. Queen of the South. I appreciate you joining. Yeah, we're working on getting God back, Queen of the South. We're working on it. It's not all of us. It's not all ladies, but it's a lot of females out here. It's a lot. And trying to get God back. And we know the order of things. And I hate to tell you this, but God isn't a woman. I'm sorry. I didn't say God is a man either, but definitely not a woman. And that new ideology they got going on, I don't think God would be fooled by a Pookie and a Ray Ray and have a bunch of kids out of wedlock. I don't think God would move like that. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't think so. But we're getting back in alignment. We're working on it. But I'm not gonna hold y'all. Get it back up in here, get on TikTok and work out. while I'm still fasting. Did insanity. I'm moving. The wind is blowing. No. There we go. The wind is blowing, y'all. It is whipping. So bear with me. I'm not gonna always be pretty for you, but I'm giving you the message. All right. I appreciate y'all, ladies. If you're interested, I'll be over on TikTok, working out, doing my fitness thing. The link is in the description. The handle is King_David the Chosen. All one word. Join me over there, ladies, and ladies only. You dudes, I appreciate y'all, man. And that's why I give y'all all these channels over here. But my workouts are for the ladies. Don't come over there talking about, hey, brother, what's going on? I'm going to block your goofy ass. You see what's going on. Me working out shirtless for women. Don't try to make me uncomfortable, because even if you're trolling, I'm going to embarrass you. I'm over there working out for the women, all right? I'm sorry. I'll start working out over here with the shirt on so I can give you guys pointers. Be going live. Anyway, getting random calls.